Would pairing up with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady make Tiger Phil 2 more interesting?
Okay, so Tiger Phil 1 wasn't interesting enough because they didn't have magnetic personalities that were clashing and trash talking and creating entertainment around some golf that at this point we'd all be starved for anything sports related. You can do something in open spaces. Golf seems like the one legal place where we can not be too close to each other and have a sporting event that didn't feel like we were passing disease. The problem with it is, when you've got two personalities from golf that are so starched they seem to have come out of the dry cleaner, and you want to enhance that by Tom Brady's jazz hands and Peyton Manning, you have created an event that requires comedians if you want to entertain us with sport. It doesn't have to be Brady and Manning. That doesn't interest me at all.
So Tom Brady really likes golf, and now he lives and works in a place where he can golf more often. That's because he's on the Bucks now. Katie, if you forgot, he's on the Bucks. I
have no comment, New York Post. Thank you very much.
And as the story that led to this question pointed out, him and Peyton have both played in the Pebble Beach Pro-Am. But the difference is nobody watches that. People would actually watch this, which is what makes me think they wouldn't do it, because they're extremely competitive guys, and all we would be reminded of is how terrible they are at golf relative to actual pro golfers. I cannot imagine either of them consenting to this.
Yeah, that reminds me of the logic people use now when discussing why guys don't do the dunk contest. And like a lot of them are like, well, because if they don't win, they don't want people to see them not win. It makes sense when you're highly competitive that you want to win. I would answer this question, it's like 3 parts. Number 1, yes, it would make it more interesting than not interesting at all, which is how the first one went. It would be incrementally more interesting. But part 2, we would care about it a lot more because, like we just said, there's nothing else to watch. So people would watch it and the numbers would be higher, especially because last time they had to give it away for free because there were so many issues with the stream. But number 3, to Dan's point, put him with 2 interesting people who actually are going to smack talk each other. That was the issue, at least for me, with Phil Tiger 1, was like, we're mic'd up. We're going to talk back and forth, and they didn't. It wasn't interesting. Put them with, like, Jay Cutler and Phillip Rivers, who, like, reportedly don't like each other. That's funny. They'll go at it. Jay Cutler will say anything. Put them with Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin, and let's have them go at it. I want 2 people who will actually talk smack to each other, which would then empower Tiger and Phil to feel like they could talk smack to each other. Obviously, you'd have to pair Joe Exotic with the Tiger, I think, and then you would put Phil with.
Yes, yes, well done. Yes. There's that whole problem, the pesky problem of him not being free.
I just remembered he is in jail for murder, so I'll,
For the content, I mean, Carol Baskin would kill it.
Allegedly.
Or in sardine oil.
We're Team Carol here.